Hey guys, I am back and I am better than ever. Oh my goodness. So, welcome back to my channel. I hope you noticed right off the bat that I am in my new filming space and it is amazing. When I was setting up this filming space, like to film this video today, I cried. It's just so wonderful. I'm just so happy to be here and it's just perfect. So behind me, you guys see that I no longer have a backdrop, just my window, my plants, and my beautiful artwork. If you watched my last video, you know that I was renovating my beauty room and I took some time off last week. Last week was really bad. Just a super quick life update. I was renovating my beauty room and then we also lost power for 3 days. It was awful. So we weren't really spending a lot of time at home. I was actually at my dad's a lot. I was sleeping there, hanging out there a lot just because it really sucked to be here with no power. So last week was just awful. So I really only managed to get one video uploaded, which I told you to expect that, but I really wanted to do more on my Instagram and do more Instagram tutorials, but I just wasn't able to do that because we did not have power. So here we are in my new space. Again, if you watched my last video, you knew that this was coming, but unfortunately, I do not want to show you the reveal yet. There's a few things that we're wrapping up. I'm putting in new baseboards, like the trim work in my room, and there's also a little bit of electrical work that needs to be done in here. So I would rather have you guys wait and show you like a completed, I guess, kind of beauty room versus kind of one that's really not ready. You know, I don't really want to show you something that's not 100% and not perfect, but you guys get a sneak peek of what it is behind me. And it's just really amazing what a nice coat of paint will do to a room. It was really, really exciting, and it's just so perfect. I'm just really, really happy, and I'm like happy to kind of take the bull by the horns and start filming again. And I have a ton of new fun content planned, so so excited. So today's video is going to be reviewing the new Colourpop palette. This is the Element of Surprise palette, and it is honestly probably my favorite Colourpop palette so far. It's very, very similar to my other two videos that I did on the Colourpop palettes, and honestly I think this is probably going to be the last one that I do just because I kind of want to keep it fresh and not keep bringing you the same content over and over and over again. So I will link my other two videos for the Colourpop palettes in the end of this video so you can check them out if you want. But I did kind of not glance over, but I wouldn't say it's as super thorough as my other two reviews just because there's nothing different. It's kind of just like different colors. You know what I mean? It's not a new brand new formula, it's not new packaging. It's all the kind of same stuff. But I did create this look with this palette and I am in love with this beautiful pink eye. I love it, I love it, I love it. Please ignore my hands. After being without power for a week, my nails are a hot mess. I lost a nail, so please ignore that. And I actually have a fever blister on my lip that I tried to cover up, but it's definitely still there. I was sick last week as I was kind of getting over a cold and I was super stressed out, so this little buddy made his appearance. Like I said, I tried to cover it up with makeup, but you're definitely gonna see it in the video, so please bear with me. I know I'm not the most pleasant thing to look at today. So in this video, please forgive me if I'm not my crazy, ridiculous self where I'm so excited. It is my first time filming in quite a bit, probably like a little bit over a week, so it definitely takes me a little bit to get warmed back up to that camera again, but I think I did okay, and I hope you enjoy this video. So I think that's all that I have kind of for announcements. Like I said, I did want to tell you that you can expect a beauty room reveal, but it's probably not going to be for a few weeks. Like I said, we have some electrical work that I need help with. I can't do that by myself, so it's just going to take a little bit for me to like put the final touches on this room, but you do get to see kind of like a sneak peek and the color I painted, and it's just, I could not be happier with this space. That old space was crushing my creativity. Like it was just like this cold, dark room in the basement and it was stifling, and this room makes me so happy to be in here and to film in here, and I love it. I love it. So let's get into this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I know I have a few new subscribers hanging out now, so thank you so much for being here. And even my old subscribers, thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. And just stay tuned, because I have a lot of fun stuff planned for my channel, and this kind of renovation has just really completely just like renewed my love for YouTube and being here and uploading and interacting with you guys. So I am beyond excited for what is to come. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So today's video obviously is going to be me reviewing, swatching, demoing, pretty much what I've done with my other two Colourpop palettes. This is the Element of Surprise palette. This launched on Colourpop's website, I believe 10 days ago or 11 days ago. And it's a beautiful palette. This is actually my favorite palette so far of Colourpop's. So kind of standard what I've done in the past, I have done a review on the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette, and I've also done the My Little Pony palette. So this is going to be extremely similar to those two reviews. Pretty much the same thing, swatching, reviewing, and then me doing a tutorial with it. But just right off the bat, I really enjoyed this palette the most. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Colourpop's kind of saturating us with these palettes. I swear I am not sponsored. These are not sent to me. I am buying them. Here's my receipt. But I like this palette the most, or more than these other two, just because of the color scheme in it. I really enjoy that they added more mattes in this. There are, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 mattes in this palette versus, I believe, the others. Yeah, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This had 4. I really like that 5th matte shadow that they added, because I just think that you have more options when you're creating a look. So the reason I like this one so much is because I feel like the I Think I Love You palette was very neutral. I love that palette. I use it almost every day. It's in my everyday makeup drawer. So that one's really neutral, and the My Little Pony one was awesome, but it's definitely a little bit, like, not unwearable, but I just don't think that it's super wearable for everybody. This palette I think is perfect for everybody, because you have like your fun pops of color if you want to like really go crazy, but overall it's a pretty neutral palette, and I just really like the mix of that. I just really enjoy the color scheme of this palette. So as far as the review portion of this video goes, I'm not going to go into too much detail, just because this is the 3rd Colourpop palette that I've reviewed, and I feel like I don't know, I just feel like I'm just being redundant. This is very similar to the other 2 palettes that I did, the Colourpop and the My Little Pony. I will link those videos at the end of this video if you want to check them out. But again, it's all the same. It's a cardboard case. Again, I don't think that these are the best for travel. Maybe if you kept the little cardboard sleeve that it came in, it would be a little bit easier to travel with. But you get 12 shadows. These are 0.85 grams a piece. These are smaller than the, I guess, standalone shadows that Colourpop sells, like the shadow pans. Those pans are 1.5 grams. These are 0.85 grams. You get 12 shadows. You get 12 shadows for $16. So something that I did want to add, which shame on me for not including this in my other 2 reviews, like this is terrible and I absolutely should have included it, but Colourpop is a cruelty-free brand, which is awesome. And if you actually read the little booklet that you get in the package when you order it, so we pride ourselves in being wallet friendly and bunny approved. We test our products in the nicest way possible, leaving fur babies to be fur babies and experimenting on people instead. The people at Colourpop HQ, to be exact. So that's awesome that Colourpop is cruelty free. I am all about that, and I think that's just wonderful. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the review portion of this. Like I said, if you want kind of more of a thorough review on Colourpop, you can check out the last 2 reviews that I've done. I'm just not going to talk about it too much. There's nothing really different about this than my other 2 reviews. You know, same packaging, same kind of specs. So that's where we're gonna leave the review portion of this. I am gonna move on to swatches, and I did not plan very well in this because I had a bracelet on and this doesn't go over my elbow. So I think I'm just gonna swatch, I'll swatch up here and go down. So we will see. So again, standard of what I always do, I'm gonna swatch the top row, second row, third row, and we'll see what we think of this palette. So that's what these shadows look like on my hand. Again, this is the first row. And I know it's hard on camera. These don't always pick up the best, but that's not an awesome swatch. That's an awesome swatch. Wow. This is the matte. It's another metallic. So I expect these Colourpop shadows to be the same as kind of they were in the My Little Pony palette, where I wasn't that impressed with the swatches on the My Little Pony palette. But once I put them on my eyes, I was completely blown away. So I'm hoping that that's the same case, because this color, this shimmer shade, and this matte one kind of swatched pretty gross. But I do love the metallics as always. So now let's move on to the second row. So that's what those swatches look like. You can bet your bottom dollar that I am using this color today. Oh my God. So let's see how these do. So pretty. So that's where we are. That's the second row right here. And I do like them. Like I said, the metallics are good. I love this pink, but the mattes don't really swatch well. And like I said, in my My Little Pony review, they didn't do well either, but let's just hope that once we get them on the eyes. All right, and then we have the last row. So whatever reason, this last row, these colors feel a lot more like wet and delicious than the other two. The first two rows, for whatever reason, felt very dry, but these do not. These feel, yeah, that's a matte. That's a matte color, and just look at how beautiful that's swatched. Holy guacamole. This is another matte. This is a shimmer. I know it's hard, that picks up on camera, but it's like a chocolate brown with like a rust colored glitter in it, and it's not swatching that great. And then that's another metallic. Wow. So those are your swatches right there. Overall, I'm impressed with some colors, not other colors, but I think kind of standard to Colourpop palettes. I think once we get these on the eyes, it's going to be beautiful. This color right here scares the hell out of me because it's so pigmented and it was so like wet that I think this is gonna stain the hell out of my arm, and it's gonna stain the hell out of my eyes, but oh my goodness, these, oh my God, my poor little arm. Oh my God. So pretty much that wraps up my review and kind of swatch portion. So I'm gonna zoom you in and we will get started on this tutorial. All right, you guys are zoomed in, and I love my little backdrop. Oh my goodness, you guys like don't, oh my God. When I was setting this up, like when I was setting up my room to film today, I cried. I did. Like, it's just, it's too much for me. Like, I am just so grateful and just like blessed that I have this space. Like, we just have a spare bedroom, and it just kind of worked out, you know? And I just love it. I love my background, like my Christmas cactus and my lash. I just love everything about this. It's an absolute dream come true. All right, so to start, I am just going to take a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just gonna slap that on my eyelids, and just to set it, or to use it as a primer. And then we will get started. So to start, I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is gonna be our transition shade. And kind of typical of Colourpop shadows, at least again in my last 2 videos I talked about the same here. The mattes are very crumbly. They're not crumbly, there's a lot of kick up with the mattes. Overall, just given the blendability and the pigmentation, I don't mind it, but there is quite a bit. So just be aware of that. So I'm just using like a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put that everywhere, you know, all over my crease, the outside corner of the eye. Again, this is just gonna give us like a nice transition, a nice base to work with. And do you guys see like just how effortlessly that blended out? Like this is just awesome, awesome, awesome Colourpop goodness. All right, so now that we have our transition shade down, I believe I'm just gonna deepen that up a little bit. And I'm gonna go hit it with this color. And I'm just gonna put this color right in the crease of my eye. Yeah, the pigmentation is stunning as usual, like per usual with Colourpop. Oh my goodness. And I hope you just saw like just how quickly that blended out. I mean, just no problems. It's not patchy at all. It's just delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. And I'm just taking a little bit of a smaller crease brush for that. This is just a little bit more precise. I'm not being as sloppy with it. I'm just putting this really in the crease of the eye and a little bit on the outer corner, or the outer V. So now let's go in with this pink shade right here. And I think I'm gonna put that all over the lid and see how it does. I don't know how it's gonna be. It might do better with a finger, so we'll try it with a brush first. If a brush is just not doing it, then we will just go in and kind of pat it on. Let me find a good brush for this. Oh my goodness. So it does look like it picks up quite a bit of product on the brush, which is good. This isn't a matte, it's like a satin finish, which I didn't, not that I don't like, but I was just a little bit confused by it. I thought it was gonna be like a metallic, ow. I thought it was gonna be like a metallic, like pink. But it's not, but it's not a matte. It definitely has like a sheen to it, so. Let's see how this does. I need to move my mirror closer. I'm just going all over the lid with this. And it's not really patchy at all. I mean, it's a little bit, but once we really like go in there and blend it out, I really don't think that we're gonna have any issues with this. I could be wrong, but I hope I'm not. This is just effortless. Like I'm not having to like work at this whatsoever. Like this is just stunning. I think I'm gonna take this color and just like pat it on using my finger, like right on the center of the lid to kind of give like a little bit of a halo effect. So let's see how it does. Because this is like a little bit of an iridescent. This like gives me major like unicorn vibes. Oh my goodness. So hopefully this comes out really nice. Yeah, I really like that, wow. I like it, guys. Really like it. Oh my God. So now I'm just gonna go back in and like kind of deepen up this like outer corner. I'm gonna blend everything together. There is definitely some fallout on my face. That's why I always start with my eyes when I do these first, because you do get some fallout. And it looks like that pink was the big culprit. Yeah, it's definitely messy. So if you're gonna work with that pink, I would definitely suggest doing your eyes first, because it's gonna get everywhere. So I'm gonna take that super dark color that was like extra pigmented just because I really wanna see how it works on the lid. And I'm just gonna take this color and I'm just gonna like put it, really like focus it on the outer corner or like outer V of the eye. And then we can go back in and kind of blend everything together. Oh my God, that is so fallouty or kickbacky. Holy guacamole. Yeah, do you see how much like powder is there? Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, there's a ton on the brush though, so that's good, but wow. Oh my God. Please don't mess up my makeup, please. Guys, you barely need to tap your brush into this. I think I went a little too heavy-handed. I think it's gonna be okay. Like, I think I can salvage it, but wow. This one's a little bit harder to work with, just be aware. But I think if you know, I'm taking my time, blending it out as much as I can. But I think that this one, because it's so pigmented, it like has the potential to be patchy, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm just gonna take the original like fluffy blender brush that I had, and I'm gonna dip back into that original color, which was this one right here. Like just a teeny tiny bit. And I'm just gonna like try to blend out some of this harshness that we have going on here. I just wanna make sure that we don't have any like really hard lines hanging out. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take my makeup wipe and I'm gonna clean up this nonsense. So I hope you can see right here, and especially on this eye, there's a lot of fallout all right here. So let's take a makeup wipe and clean up this nonsense. So as far as the eyes, that's where we are. I am going to finish up the rest of my makeup, but I do have a lip gloss to test out for you. I bought the palette. I bought the Ultra Glossy Lip in Fairy Floss. This was on their bestsellers page, so I bought the palette and I went over there and see what I found. And then I actually bought Flexitarian, which is this amazing, stunning highlighter. You can see I've already swatched it, but whew, oh my goodness. So I have these two things to test out. So I'll do everything else and then we'll come back, we'll finish up underneath the eyes and we will put these two things on. All right guys, so I am back with the rest of my makeup done and I really like how these eyes are turning out. They are super fun and exciting. So I am going to wrap this up. I'm gonna finish up underneath the eyes. I think I'm gonna do a nude liner in the waterline. This is the Wet n Wild, actually Ultimate Brow Highlighter to use underneath your brow bone, but I just use it in the waterline. So I'm gonna do a very simple kind of under the eye. I'm just gonna take that last color that we used. Where are my brushes? I'm just gonna take that Lash color that we used, that dark, kind of like rusty brown, I guess. This one. And I'm just gonna like kind of smoke out that lower lash line. And I'm just gonna put some lower mascara on and I'm just gonna put some mascara on my lower lashes. I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, so that's a good mascara. And as always, guys, everything that I used on, well, as always, I just recently started doing it, but I am going to link everything that I used in the description box down below so you can see how I got this look. So now let's try out this highlighter. So I'm super excited for this, oh my God. So this is on Colourpop's best-selling page. When you go on their website, this is one of their best sellers. This is a highlighter in the color Flexitarian. This has been all over YouTube, so I see so many YouTubers using it, and it is stunning. The other thing that I don't like is that this is classified as a super shock cheek, and that I feel like that's kind of misleading. Like this is not a blush. I mean, I guess you could use it as a blush, but I would never think of doing that. Real quick, I will swatch. Oh my God, like it's stunning. Oh my goodness, holy guacamole. So yeah, so let's put that on my face. So I don't really know what the best way to apply this is. I'm just gonna use like a little dense, I guess, brush. This is a Beige Cosmetics 128 brush. And I'm just going to dip this in. I don't know if it's best to apply with a finger, but yeah, I feel like this is best to apply with a finger. So I'm gonna apply it with a finger and then I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. This is so metallic and I am just piling it on. Yeah, so that seems like a good way to do it, guys, is apply it with a finger first and then go in and kind of buff out the edges. And ignore this huge pimple that I have right here. We're just gonna pretend that that's not in this video. So just very kind of lightly patting this on the nose and then going over. Wow. Yeah, so I'm sure I'll be using this highlighter for quite a while. Okay, so I just want to highlight the inner corner and also the brow bone, but I'm going to go back into the palette for that. And I'm just going to take like a little teeny tiny brush. And I think I'm going to take this color. And I'm going to put that brow bone and inner corner, just to see how it does. It's okay. It's not like Flexitarian. Ooh. Alright, so the last thing that I have to test out, this highlighter is amazing. Oh my God, you need to buy it. I think it's $8. So this is the gloss, like I said, this is in Fairy Floss. This was also on Colourpop's bestseller list. So let's just top this. So just so everybody knows, I have NYX liner in the color Nude Pink, and then I have Maybelline Beige Babe on top, and then I'm layering this. And this is really pretty. Okay guys, so let's zoom you out a bit. There we go. So, per usual, I am definitely going to recommend, I guess, Colourpop palettes as a whole. So I've tested 3 of them out, 3 of their palettes, and I have nothing but good things to say. The only downside is this kick up that you get with the matte shades. But for some people, I mean, it's not like, they're not terrible, but there's just a lot. And I know for some people that is bothersome. A lot of people don't like that, but for me, it's not a killer. The palettes are $16. I think that that's affordable for a great palette that you can create, you know, so many different looks with. So this is another Colourpop palette that I'm giving a big 2 thumbs up, and I'm all about it. I think it's wonderful. So, and I love my look today. I think it's fun, and super crazy, but you certainly don't have to go this crazy. I mean, you could create a very, very neutral look with this palette, and I think definitely look out for that either on my Instagram or on YouTube. I might do a neutral look with this palette. So yeah, so I think that is it, guys. Like I said, I'm giving this a big 2 thumbs up. I love the gloss. This is Fairy Floss. The highlight is, oh my god. I'm totally about this. This is in the color Flexitarian. These are also big 2 thumbs up. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. It really means a lot, and I hope you enjoy kind of this new filming space that I am. I am just, I'm just so happy. I love it, love it, love it. And I worked really hard, and it came out so perfect. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I upload Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Thank you to everyone, my old subscribers, and I know I have some new subscribers that are here. So welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. I am really happy you're here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.